And speaking of opportunities, well, despite the downturn, movies are still being made here in Ireland, and indeed the interest in the Oscars shows just how successful Irish companies can be. Well, here in Ring, a local TV production company has made its first movie, and it hopes it will be the first of many. Helen McInerney has the story.
Carrie Crowley getting a last-minute makeup adjustment before she goes on set. Carrie is playing the role of a psychiatrist in a new short film called The Ottoman Empire. Made by Nemeton, the TV production company based in Ring in County Waterford, the project has a strong local involvement.
Oh, Carrie, get out your cane.
James Phelan, the writer, is Waterford County. Paddy Jordan, the DOP, the director of photography, is City. I'm Waterford. There are lots of different people that I would have met years ago as well when I worked with WLR, the local radio station, travelling down to the west of the county. So it's a really nice thing to do, to be back on home turf. And I think that was part of their plan as well, that there would be a feeling of home about it for a lot of people.
The scene in the psychiatrist's office was shot in Knocklofty House, just outside Clonmel in County Tipperary.
A lot of times when you're filming, you're out in a mucky field, as you know, and you're up to your knees in dung and you're trying to stay warm, and somebody brings you a big sweater between takes. And in this, we're just reclining in armchairs, leather armchairs, being fed coffee. As we look out the window at this, it's heaven, yeah. And this is my swanky psychiatrist's office.
Carrie Crowley was once a familiar face on our TV screens, but today, she says, acting is her life.
I haven't been on television for 7 or 8 years, more, 9 years, and I have been doing this since. So, yeah, to me, this is my life.
So full-time actress?
Oh, yeah, that is what I do.
The Ottoman Empire is a comedy with a surreal twist. Tom O'Sullivan, who is familiar to us from his role in The Clinic, plays the part of Tibor, a character who has an unexplained fear of couches.
I play a guy who gets sucked down the back of a couch, basically into a world, into an alternative universe where I'm enslaved by these couch kind of slave lords, and they put me through my paces, sorting through all the stuff that falls down the couch, all couches all over the world. I meet this other crazy character called Alf, and eventually I escape, and I end up in the hands of Linda. What's your doctor? Dr. Linda Walsh, who played by Carrie, and she takes care of me in more ways than one. She turns kind of into there's a twist to her character in the end.
You were missing for the last 3 years, until 2 weeks ago, when you were found wandering in rural China.
Yeah.
So, Tibor, where exactly were you all this time?
I don't want to talk about this now. Can we go for a walk? There's no couches out there.
Could you excuse me a second? I need to have a word with my secretary.
I knew I shouldn't have opened my mouth. I knew you'd think I was nuts.
Tibor, I never used that term. And I'm certainly not going to start using it now. He's completely nuts. He thinks couches are trying to kill him.
Couches? Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Oh, he's living in a fantastical, yet completely convincing delusion.
He's scared of sofas.
I wonder if there's a book in it.
The film is currently being edited. The actors say that filming in the southeast was most enjoyable.
We've been in Dungarvan for the last few days. I've never really spent that much time there, and I'm a real foodie, and the place is amazing. Every single place I've eaten in, if it's a cafe for breakfast, or if it's a sandwich, or if it's dinner, or the hotel we're staying in, Lawler's, just unbelievable. I can't get over it. Not a bad meal anywhere. So thumbs up for Dungarvan anyway, definitely.
Writer-director James Phelan, who hails from nearby Ballymacarbery, says his short film The Ottoman Empire has nothing to do with Turkey.
It's about couches and the objects that fall down couches and where they end up. So our central character is called Tibor, and it's played by Tom O'Sullivan, and he ends up in this alternative dimension where everything that falls down couches worldwide ends up. So it's a fun, surreal kind of comedy.
The short movie, which is jointly funded by the Galway Film Centre and RTE, is Nemeton's first foray into the filmmaking business. But they are hoping this production will stimulate filmmaking in West Waterford.
They says you can do it a woman, no bother.
Hopefully this will lead to us getting more of this type of work. You know, this company looks very impressive in its size and scale and everything, but it's very, very difficult to make any money really making television. The real icing on the cake, if you like, lies in drama and film and all that. So we view this very much as a first step, and looking forward we would hope to get into actually making films and drama on a much larger scale in the future.
Don't be alarmed, Tibor. These chaps are just here to help Kate move her desk.
And the movie, The Ottoman Empire, should be on our TV screens in early summer.